What is up, everyone? It is another UFC breakdown. Got your boy, The Lock Talk, and my friend, Frank's Fight Club. We're going to be talking about Brandon Moreno versus Lord Kavanagh, UFC Mexico. If you guys are ready to cash in, let's get started, man. But before we do, please hit that like and subscribe button. And make sure you follow my boy, Frank, man. Gives nasty MMA breakdowns. And we crushed it last time, right? Tell me no, Frank.
I don't know. I don't want to be the guy who said, I told you so, but, we talked about Strickland. I talked about Uros Medic. I thought we killed it betting-wise. I mean, prediction-wise, I honestly didn't do that great because I predicted Anthony Hernandez. I also had Sergey Spivak. It was really the prelims that I messed up on with the dogs, but the main card was very dog-heavy. We had Spivak, Medic, Strickland, Miquel Costa spinning back kick to the nose and chin of Danny Gay.
It just didn't. He was going to win somehow.
Him by knockout was like plus 700. It was something ridiculous. But yeah, I thought we killed it. I mean, based on the YouTube video we gave out for the dogs we talked about, I thought Zachary got robbed in that one.
Yeah, Zachary definitely got robbed. I thought he got robbed.
Carlos Leal just I don't know what that line movement with Chitty was because Chitty got dominated for 3 straight rounds.
Yeah.
But Ode Osborne, I was on Osborne.
I was on Idris.
Yeah, you were on Idris for that one.
Yeah, the rest we all pretty much we said Soriano.
I was on Soriano. Yeah,
this guy is not that much better than Soriano. Yeah. I don't understand why he was a dog.
Nobody was on Jordan Levitt. Absolutely nobody.
Yeah, I mean I wasn't. I had I thought he was gonna win. Levitt. That was crazy. He dominated him, man.
Yeah, he made it look easy. But like everything else was pretty.
This right here, man. We said it. Sean Strickland was the value. We had the
values there. The value
Strickland, and then I was like, both these motherfuckers can get knocked out in the first round.
Yeah, we said under for that one. So
yeah,
both ways. You were on the under. You were on the under. I picked Uros as my prediction, but yeah, we knew that fight was ending by knockout. It was obvious. I picked Sergey Spivak in a very unconfident spot, and I can't believe that Dalia just didn't. I don't know. It looked like he didn't want to fight. Like Sergey Spivak is not a hard guy to put away, and he really just held his own, dominated him from range type of thing, and then got the clinch when he needed it. But yeah, UFC Mexico this week. This card absolutely sucks. It is terrible. I'm gonna be honest. This card sucks.
Why do you say that? We got a first decent main event. I mean, you can start us off, man. Brandon Moreno against Lord Kavanagh. Right now, Moreno's minus 240 favorite. Kavanagh's around plus 190, plus 200. Who do you got?
It's such a random fight, dude. There's so many flyweights that could have gotten this shot over Kavanagh. Now, I like Lord Kavanagh. I just think it's a weird spot to put him, especially after coming off his last loss, the way he lost that fight. I'm picking Brandon Moreno. Lord Kavanagh, not only is he chinny, he's young, and he has no gas tank, and he's in a 5-rounder with one of the best gas tanks in the flyweight division's history. Now, Brandon Moreno has been on a little bit of a downswing, but if you look at the guys he's lost to, I mean, he's really only lost to some of the best fighters in the division left. His last loss was to Tetsuro Taira, who's getting a title shot and fighting Joshua Van. So can't really look at that like, he's fallen off, and now he's going to lose to anybody in the division. I still think he is a league ahead of Lord Kavanagh, and unless Kavanagh gets a knockout early, I think that's his only threat because he's going to gas out after the second round. And he's a really, really dangerous fighter in those first 5 minutes. He's kind of like a Michael Chandler, but way more technical. Michael Chandler as in, I'm not comparing his skill set to Michael Chandler, but the way that he fights in the first round, really trying to find a finish and be very aggressive. That's how I see Lord Kavanagh. And if this gets past the first 7-8 minutes, I think Moreno is just going to cruise to a decision, maybe even a late finish. I can see that too. So right now, I predict Moreno. One of my friends posted about saying he's going to bet Moreno live after the first round because he expects Lord Kavanagh to come out and win the first round pretty convincingly, put a lot of pressure on him. So if Moreno can survive that first round, you might get him at a better price of like minus 140, minus 150 after that first round if Kavanagh really comes out and shows. But for me, it's a no bet for now, at least pre-fight. I'm not betting on anything before this fight, but I will predict Moreno to win.
Yeah, no, look, I think you bring up some good points. I mean, this is a very tough fight. I think the odds are kind of, I mean, I guess I get it, but I don't feel comfortable laying close to minus 300, minus 275 with Moreno. I mean, he didn't look amazing in his last fight, man. I mean, he obviously had the L from Tyro. I felt like Tyro was making him gas out. I mean, I remember in one of the rounds, I was looking at him, I was like, damn, man, he's getting tired. And I think it kind of showed because Tyro wore him out and ended up getting the finish at the end. But even against a bunch of his other fights, he's definitely, not the same step as he was when he fought Pantoja or Figueiredo. I mean, he went through some crazy wars with Davidson, man. He has a lot of mileage, even though he's only 32 years old. And Loner Kavanagh, like you said, yes, he's definitely not as experienced. He doesn't have the same pedigree. This is also, I believe, will be his first 5-round fight. And I believe in his last fight is where Charles Johnson started gassing out to the point when he got knocked out. But you saw like when Charles Johnson kept putting all this pressure on him, he didn't respond too well if he couldn't get a takedown, hold him down. So, I mean, that's what happened with Charles Johnson. And Charles Johnson would like put the pace with him, put the pressure on him, and then he was kind of falling. That's why he ended up getting drained out and knocked out at the end. I just think this price is off. I think that knockout, it was just a tough stylistic matchup for him. I think Charles Johnson's underrated, even though he did get knocked out in his last fight. But I think he's kind of underrated. He has really good wrestling defense and pretty good stand-up. So I don't take too much away that he got knocked out by Charles Johnson. I mean, Charles Johnson did knock out Joshua Van, who's the fucking champ of this division. So I think Kavanagh is the value, in my opinion. I think he has the much quicker technical ability. The guy's younger. He seems to, I think Brendan Moreno's coming at the end of his career, and fighters like this can end it because I think he could catch him early. Even if it goes a little bit late, I think he's going to be prepared and ready for this. I think he learned from that last fight. And I just think this fight should be closer in terms of the odds. So if you're going to give me like close to plus 200 with Kavanagh, that's the only way I would bet it. But other than that, I think it's dog or pass, basically.
Yeah, I'm on the same thing. I think it's dog or pass, but I just minus 245, minus 250 for Moreno is not worth it at this point. And to me, I don't think Kavanagh plus 190 is really worth it either, just because I think he's going to gas. Like, a lot of people are comparing this to Joshua Van, how, oh, Joshua Van lost to Charles Johnson, then he went on a crazy win streak. It's like, yeah, but that doesn't mean it's just going to happen with Loner Kavanagh. And Joshua Van wasn't losing to Charles Johnson and then boom, you get a main event in Mexico against one of the best guys ever in the division, right? It's like he built over time, won 5 fights in 2025, and then worked his way up. Kavanagh, if he wins this, he's one more fight away. He's pretty much a title eliminator after this fight if he beats Moreno. Like, who you give him a Manel Kopp or a Brandon Royval, someone like that, and then it's like he's right there in the talks for a title shot there if he can beat Moreno convincingly. So I think if I were to bet on this fight, I would take Kavanagh early or Moreno by points. I think that's the only way I'm looking at it. But other than that, I'm not touching it. Yeah,
I don't know what the over-under is. If we got like maybe a pretty big plus money under, I could see both these guys getting a finish. I think if everyone's belief that Kavanagh's gas like isn't that great, Moreno could finish him for sure.
Yeah, under 2.5, something like that.
2.5? Oh, that's where it's at?
I think no, I don't think that's where it's at, but I'm saying maybe an under 2.5.
That'd be too. If I get maybe 3.5 big plus money, I'll do it maybe. But I don't know. Let's see. All right, let's see the next one. That is a good one, man. Marlon Chito Vera against David Martinez. David Martinez minus 280 favorite against the plus 220. Man, so one of my best friends, he's Ecuadorian, so he loves Marlon Vera, bro. So I know Marlon Vera very well. Marlon Vera used to be pretty good. The problem is the guy just doesn't throw any punches, man. He's kind of like Adrian Broner. I'm trying to think of other fighters that like they're very gifted athletically, but they just don't throw any activity.
Jalen Turner.
Yeah. Like, guy, he's exactly that, man. I mean, he's lost a lot of these fights, not because he's outskilled or out physical, but sometimes he just was not able to throw any punches. I mean, Corey Sandhagen beat him, like, just it was too much of a stylistic matchup. Like, Sean O'Malley, could, if you threw more action, maybe it would have been easier. Same thing with Davidson. Eamon Zahabi, same thing. Like, the guy
Zahabi, he threw nothing. He just stood there, like, and then he complained when he lost the split.
Zahabi was a big underdog, so I was happy. But the guy is a slow starter. I think he's admitted though that he realizes this and that he's gonna have to start quicker. I think I think, if he fights the way he usually fights, where not throwing any punches, David Martinez could get a big jump on him. I think in the first minute, second round, he could start fast and he already be a step behind, and he'll have to go for a knockout to win. And David Martinez, I think, can catch Marlon Vera. I think he's way too quick. His stand-up is insane, and the guy has power. He has good defense. He can slip punches. I mean, the guy hits very hard. He beat my boy Rob Font, and I think he shocked a lot of people with his knockout power, man, in his past few fights. So I like David Martinez. Do I think he should be a minus 280? I mean, if Marlon fights how he always fights, where he doesn't throw any action and he just stand in the pocket, let himself get hit. Like I said, man, he hasn't been in too many crazy wars. This guy has probably the most insane chin I've ever seen, because Sean O'Malley hit him with a straight knee to the face and didn't knock him out. So I'm a little concerned maybe that if he can't knock out Marlon Vera, maybe he gets tired and then Marlon Vera can catch up on him and maybe beat Martinez at the end with his lack of quote unquote experience. But yeah, I'm not favorable on Marlon Vera, man. I just don't. I think he's lost a step. He's not fighting tough. He's taking too long to get started. If this is a 5-round fight and this is the maybe the odds, I'll lean more to Vera, because I've never seen Martinez go super late in a 5-round fight. So yeah, man, give me Martinez. I think he wins. I think he can also knock him out.
Marlon Vera is not fooling me again, and he never will again. Now, I never really pick Marlon Vera, but I always have that thing of oh man, he's fought great competition, and he's at this price. It's that's worth it. If that's where the value is. Look at Marlon Vera. He's plus 250 against this guy and this guy and this guy, except for Zahabi. He was a favorite in that one. Zahabi was easy money in my opinion. Might be the Canadian in me talking, but Marlon Vera's this price. Wow, look at that. Marlon Vera versus Figgy. Oh my God, Marlon Vera is going to beat Figgy. No, he doesn't do it.
Yeah, he's too big for Figgy. That's what they said, right? He's too big for Figgy.
Figgy's too small. This, that, whatever. All these fights. Marlon Vera doesn't know how to win. What he does is he gets out-volumed in every single round he's in, and then he lands a big shot in a round. And then he lands two big shots. Exactly. He lands 2 or 3 of the biggest shots in a round, and one judge gives him that, and then he goes to a split decision and loses, even though he's getting out-volumed in every single fight. Am I laying minus 280 on David Martinez? No. I might look at Martinez by decision because Marlon Vera has a steel chin, but he's not winning this fight. He could. I'm not picking him. I refuse to pick him. I won't pick him for the rest of his career unless he's fighting someone that's unranked and Vera's almost a gatekeeper. I think he's pretty much a gatekeeper now. That's what this fight is. But
yeah, no, he is a very high-end gatekeeper because he's pretty famous now. It's he was one of the first. I think he was the first guy to beat O'Malley in the UFC.
Finish O'Malley. There was that fight.
He was beating him though. He was on the path to actually legitimately beating him.
Yeah, he was beating him. I don't think he would have won, but he did win. So that injury is not his fault. He got the finish. I'm saying I would only pick Marlon Vera against a guy that he's gatekeeping.
Yeah,
but David Martinez is literally he's a good enough fighter to be ranked in this division. He's proved it multiple times. So he's really that one win away here from being in the top 15. Other than that, I'm not picking Marlon Vera against anybody. So I'm taking David Martinez. He's probably going to win by decision. And if he finishes him, I'll be surprised. I will be surprised if he finishes him, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, dude, after I saw when Sean O'Malley hit that knee on Marlon Vera's straight face, I was
nothing's finishing.
This guy doesn't get knocked out by that. This guy is tough.
Yep.
Even Corey, I thought Corey was gonna finish him. He hit him with some crazy stuff.
Yep. And
Marlon just weathered the entire storm. He was getting beat up. So, but I don't know
how he does it.
Up to you, and this guy Martinez is aggressive. So but Marlon Vera does hit hard, man. The only thing I'm concerned about is Martinez gets a little careless and gets cracked, and Marlon Vera does hit very hard. Let's see. All right, next fight we got my boy Daniel Zellhuber against King Green, and I just gotta say this before you get started. Zellhuber was, like he is right now, a massive favorite once again. He was a massive favorite in the last fight against Michael Johnson and got his butt whooped. It wasn't even close. He got smoked. And he's going against King Green, though. Got a nice win against, maybe a
Gibson.
little give me fight, but
That wasn't a split decision. It wasn't a split. It wasn't even close.
Yeah, I know that was crazy. I was like, this fight is rigged, but
yeah.
I mean, he was getting smoked every other time before that. I mean, Pimblett, Roofy, Jalen Turner. I thought he was gonna retire after getting knocked out like that, but sorry, cut it off. But man, who do you got in this fight, dude?
See, I predicted Zellhuber, but I'm betting on King Green.
Okay.
Zellhuber is a Mexican industry plant. This guy fucking sucks. He is not. You look at his size, you look at his reach, you look at it. It's like this guy's, he's gonna hold. He doesn't fight at distance. He doesn't. He has one of the biggest advantages in the lightweight division, and he doesn't use it. He does not use it. Go look at his fight against Ribovich and Michael Johnson and see how he's using his range distance, because he's not. And that fight wasn't a split decision. That was Ribovich as well. That was one of the greatest fights ever. Michael Johnson, he literally fought him in the clinch and close up against the cage and lost. You're 6'1" and you're 150 or what is it, 160 pounds?
I think they're
155. 155. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand it. And if he's the only thing he does at range is kicks. Okay. And King Green is a very weird guy. I don't really like King Green. I fade him as much as I can in a lot of his fights, unless they give me spots like this or Lance Gibson, where he's only minus 170 against a Canadian who's never fought in the UFC or any like competent promotion. Click Lance Gibson for me real quick. Take a look at the promotion he fought in. Let's take a look. I think he fought in Bellator, and then what else is there?
Muckle fight.
Yeah, Muckle Schnoot, whatever that is. It's a Canadian promotion.
Bellator. Yeah. Wrestles Bellator basically.
Yeah. So winning a loss on Muckle Shoot gets you a fight against King Green, and you're only plus 150. Makes no sense to me. But King Green's like plus 400 in this fight, and Daniel Zellhuber, we just saw him lose to an Unk who has really good pressure and really good at closing the distance, and can trade in the pocket with you because you're not using your distance advantage. And I'm not passing up on it again. Like, we only see King Green lose to guys like Mauricio Rufy. That guy's a contender. Paddy Pimblett, he's a contender. Jalen Turner at the time was looked at as a contender, right?
Got a big win last fight. Knocked out Barboza. So
that was a great knockout. I can't confidently pick, even on my Instagram post where I do my fight card, I have a caution over Zellhuber, and he's minus 500 because he cannot be a confident pick for anybody. So at plus 350, I'm taking King Green in a heartbeat. I'm not laying minus 500 on this fraud. It's not happening.
Yeah, no, dude, I'm 100% with you. Like, there's no way, like, after what you saw with Michael Johnson and how he totally, I mean, quote unquote, based off the odds and everyone's thoughts, he flopped. That was a fight he was supposed to win. Yep. Now he's needing another old dude who's a good stand-up fighter to do it again. I think it's a little bit different though. Like, I think King Green doesn't have the same style as Michael Johnson. I think Michael Johnson, like, in my opinion, had probably one of the fastest hands in this weight division. So, and he hits hard, he can knock people out. He's gotten crazy knockouts before. He has like really explosive power, which it's like the type of fighting style that King Green doesn't have. King Green's more like, he's gonna counter you. He's gonna use his athleticism, his quickness to like keep you off guard. He'll try to walk you down by putting his hands down, intimidating you, getting your head, talking shit to you. It's a little bit different than Michael Johnson. I think Michael Johnson, the reason why I liked him when he fought Zellhuber, where he had a chance, and why I understood why all these guys I spoke to were like, oh yeah, Michael Johnson's really good value. I don't think it's the same one here because he can't fight, because King Green can't fight in the pocket with the same amount of power and have the same pressure that Michael Johnson. So I don't think King Green can replicate it. So if they fight like in somewhat of range, or they fight like with using athleticism, and King Green tries to go in with his hands down, I think he could get caught and he could lose this fight. Again, I don't think he has the same. He provides the same threats that Michael Johnson did. Zellhuber should win this fight easily. That being said, I mean, I'm not gonna bet it. I wouldn't put it in my parlay or anything like that, or put it like in what I viewed as safe. Like, I think no, yeah, I think yeah. I don't see how King Green can win unless Zellhuber really just gets in his own head and loses.
I'm telling you, he sucks. I'm telling you, Zellhuber is not good. He is gonna find a way to lose this fight, If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. All right, he's minus 500. I should be wrong.
The
Okay.
books are taking a crazy stance, man. Because I just don't
Yeah.
think that you could price him like that. Like how are you like that confident he's gonna win? Yeah, I'm not
I
that
don't know.
confident.
I'm not confident in him at all. As I said, he's my prediction. So if he wins, that's good for me. But as far as a bet, I'm taking King Green, and when he wins, I will clip this because he's gonna find a way to win that fight, and Zeluber should be given the PFL treatment like Almeida because this guy sucks. Not a contender.
All right, well, we got another good one right here, though. I'll let you, since I started off kind of in the last one, I'll let you start with this one. Who do you got, Edgar Chairez or Felipe Boons?
I got Edgar Chairez, man. There's too many fights on this card that are all chalk, and I feel like this one is one of the closer fights. You're getting him at a decent price at minus 250. I like Chairez. I think Chairez is the better fighter. I think Chairez is going to get it done by either a knockout or decision. I don't think Felipe Boons is very good at all. And I don't think a lot of people on this card are good, but some are just less shit than the other one.
I think
So
it'll be entertaining. That's why I think.
yes, it'll definitely be an entertaining fight. But I'm taking Chairez for sure.
They're like, first of all, guys, you guys have to remember this too. This is in Mexico in elevation. I mean, not like crazy elevation, I think like Colorado or something, but there's like elevation. There's an elevation impact in this fight card. And what that means, if you're not too familiar with how that could work in a fight, like people just have less cardio because the air is thinner. So something with like, I think like your veins or like what carries oxygen to gets like, constricted in higher elevation. So your body's not used to it. So you can't, consume or produce out, I guess, oxygen in your bloodstream to give you energy. So if you're not used to it, like a lot, like even in sports, you see it. The Denver Nuggets, the Colorado Rockies, like teams have a tough time playing there due to like just like the air adjustment. But yeah, I'm with you though. So I was gonna say, that being said, that's why I'm considering a lot of these fights. You have to consider the unders or the finish rates because I think guys will get a lot more tired in situations like this. So, but I like Chairez, man, for everything, the reasons you said. I think he's the better overall fighter. I think he's a little bit better everywhere. And Boons is a little bit reckless. He goes into the pocket a little bit recklessly, his chin in the air. So I think Chairez could catch him or even take him down. So yeah, I'm with you. Chairez all the way for me. All right, let's see. All right, the next fight, we got Emmanuel Rodriguez against Kevin Borjas. Borjas a plus 310 underdog against Emmanuel Rodriguez. But Frank, why don't you start with this one? Because I have to look at my notes. I totally forgot.
Yeah, I got Emmanuel Rodriguez. I think this fight probably goes over. I wouldn't be surprised if this one goes to a decision. I see a lot of predictions or a lot of people are thinking, I think the books have this as Emmanuel to get a finish as well as the most likely outcome. But Borjas is he's fought a lot of guys that should have finished him that haven't finished him. And I think this one might be the rare case where I might take an over on this card. I agree with you what you're saying with the elevation and everything and all the, everyone just being super, what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Aggressive. I don't know why I forgot aggressive. Yeah. Super aggressive in early rounds. But this one I can see actually going over a 1.5. But I think if I'm picking a side to win, I'm going to go Rodriguez. I mean, he's one of the best Mexican prospects I've seen in a while. And Kevin Borja, he's a tested veteran at this point a little bit, but all his losses have been like, yeah, he should lose this fight. You don't really see Borja win a fight where he's an underdog and it's like, wow, I'm surprised he won this fight. It's like he loses when he's supposed to lose and he wins when he's supposed to win. So I like Rodriguez, and I think I might sprinkle Rodriguez decision. I think he won't. I don't think he'll put Borja away in this one.
Yeah, no, I think from the things I wrote about Rodriguez, he's just very well rounded. He also puts a lot. He's able to put pressure on guys, and that's what kind of folded Borjas, I believe, in his last fight when he fought Sumar Darji. Like Sumar Darji comes in a lot of pace, a lot of pressure, and I thought I remember Borjas had a good chance to maybe pull off a victory, but that pace and pressure, in my opinion, is the reason why he lost. Yep. So I like Rodriguez just like you, but he's a big favorite, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think there's so many.
I don't think he should be this big a favorite. Like I think Borjas is not that bad. Like I get it, but damn, minus 420, man.
Dude, I
I don't
honestly,
know.
I'm thinking about making a little video of like betting 0.1 unit on every single underdog in this card because there's got to be like 2 that hit. There's got to be like 2 like plus 500s that win or
I
something.
mean, I think this is one that could. Like,
Like it could.
I think Rodriguez is good, right? I think Rodriguez is the better fighter.
Yeah.
But he's not like this much over anyone yet. I mean,
Like I think there's like one fight that's I think it's the Aline Perez fight. That's the only fight where someone's -1, like under -200. She's like -170. Like it's insane.
Yeah, man, that's a weird one, bro. All right, let's talk about this next one right here. We got Santiago Luna against Angel Pacheco. It's another juicy one, man. -490 against +350, man. I mean, dude, this card, I'll admit, this is probably the chalkiest card I've seen in a long time. And the problem is, like,
it's a boxing
all these
card.
guys are such like, I mean, you just tape on all these guys, right? I mean, but they're like somewhat like not like super high level. We're not
proven.
Like they're not proven. Like any of these guys can kind of beat each other at this point, you know. Like they're not like super reliable yet. They're not like like price is like -500 for me is like betting Islam or betting on like Ilya against like a trash guy, a guy who he definitely should beat. Like those are guys who are like, all right, they're gonna win, but you know, it's like, how much do you want to pay? Because there is a chance all these guys can lose.
Yep.
But with that being said, man, I just think, damn, man, I feel like I have to pick Luna, man. I mean, I think he just has a lot of clear improvements. He's been extremely good. He's only 21 years old, and I think Pacheco absorbs like too much heavy damage. I see him get cracked in multiple fights. And I also think Luna has a wrestling advantage. He could use it in his back pocket if like maybe he gets into a little bit of trouble or maybe it's a little bit difficult. So I think he can mix it up, and I think he can definitely land a lot more shots. And this kid's young, man. He's fighting the guy who's 34, a lot older than him. So it's a tough fight, but I'm not betting this. But I do think everything favors Santiago Luna, but someone this young, I don't know, man. What do you think?
Yeah, it's always weird when you see a guy that's literally fresh out of high school pretty much, and he's -500 against a guy that could have a family. So I do think Luna's going to win by finish. I think he gets his done by knockout if I were to give a prediction. But once again, there's way too much chalk on these fights. Like I agree with you. Like if Islam or Ilya are -500, I can confidently put 500 on them and know I'm getting that back. Right? Nobody knows these guys. You're just looking at numbers. Like if you're just a casual viewer and you're like, I want to bet on the fights this week. You don't know who these guys are. You only know the 2 top fights, and you might know someone like Zeluber as well, or like Marlon Vera.
Well, he's never been finished, though, by the way.
He has never been finished. Yeah.
But
who has he fought?
Look, I'll say this, guys. I'm Hispanic too. I'm Cuban and Chinese. The Mexican fighters are tough, man.
They're tough to put away.
Like, they're tough. Like they come from a culture where it's like they celebrate the war. Like they celebrate getting like through tough fights and getting hit a lot. So they don't mind going through this type of pain because like the gym culture that they have in boxing has definitely translated to UFC or like the culture of the fighting in Mexico. So I always like, it's tough to bet unders too because like these guys are tough, man. So they're both hard. Like any of these, because I think every single fight has someone from Mexico there, except maybe 1 or 2. But yeah, if the Mexican guy, if you think he's gonna lose, you might have to consider this guy or girl might have a chin.
I still think he's getting finished. I do agree with you, but if you take a look at who he's fought, it's like, yeah, like go down to Pacheco's record real quick.
That's racist of me. I thought
he's from the States. He's from the States. He's getting finished.
Hispanic fighters, regardless, though, if he grew up in Hispanic neighborhood like me, or went to like a gym that had like a lot of Hispanics. I was in a wrestling group. Basically, like a lot of Dominicans, myself. There's like one white guy, and dude, like our culture was Dominican, and that type of culture being tough is like for real.
I just realized Luna's what's his nickname? Border Boy. That's crazy. Right under his name at the top, Santiago Luna.
Oh, Border Boy. I guess so, bro. This is crazy.
He's winning by finish. He's
martial stuff going on right now, man. Oh my god. Like, I don't know. This game is scary. Like, I'm surprised even having this. I guess maybe Mexico.
I can't believe it's still going on.
I can't believe I'm going to Mexico tomorrow. We'll all find out.
You should go to the fights.
I'm going to where's the fight?
Mexico City.
No, I'm in a different part of Mexico. I'm in Cancun. All right. Let's see. All right, man.
God.
Next fight we got Jose Medina against Ryan Gandra. Jose Medina plus 400 from Bolivia, but Ryan, the Brazilian, minus 550. Oh my God. What do you think, bro?
Medina's finished in the first 2 minutes, bro. He's gonna get finished in the first round. 100%. This is one of my most confident picks. He's getting finished in the first round.
Oh, he got knocked out by Disco. Although choked out. I'm sorry. I mean, this is understandable.
That was justifiable. Yep, it is. But he's getting finished in the first round. Like that one. That's my most confident pick. I think I don't know how he's still in the UFC. It literally makes no sense to me. They're cutting guys left, right, and center. They just cut Bosserod after getting a win, and you got Jose Medina just ready to fight on UFC Mexico. It's like I don't understand it. How he's still in the UFC. He is gonna get finished. If it's not the first round, I'll be surprised, but he is getting finished.
Oh 100%. My God, my boy's roasting him. Oh my God.
Well, dude, I'm roasting like everybody on this card because this card is awful. Like it's no offense to the fighters. It's really offense to the matchmakers. Like
look, I was gonna say this: if any of these guys that are fighting see me, you guys can all beat me up.
I'm not 100%.
I'm not saying anything crazy like what Frank's saying. You know,
they could kill me. They could all kill me. It doesn't change that they suck. Like UFC. How often does UFC go to Mexico? There are so many good Mexican and South American fighters in the UFC. Yair Rodriguez isn't on this card. They could have done a layup with Diego Lopez versus Yair Rodriguez if they didn't give Lopez that title shot against Falk that he didn't really deserve. Right? There's so many fights they could have put on this card because UFC Mexico is always bangers. There's always fantastic fights, and it's like they kind of just like threw it aside in this one.
These fights are going to be entertaining.
Yeah, of course. Yes, they'll be entertaining. Going
to be crazy,
but they don't really matter for the most part. The fights don't really matter. That's how I see it. For like a lot of
for us, you're betting or you're making predictions, trades on the fights.
Yeah, well, in that aspect, it matters. Yeah, and that of course. But I'm saying for like
good when it's entertaining because I'm not betting on every fight.
Yeah,
so like, not a lot of fights any fight I have a play on, I'm sweating all of them. Like it's super entertaining.
100%, it's entertaining.
But to make my side short, I think 100%. Gandra should absolutely smoke this dude. Medina's main character trait is his durability,
and it's gone.
I mean, Ryan Gandra has little like knockout power. The guy is this guy is a real stand-up fighter, and if it goes to the ground, he could definitely get a finish too. So I think it's by finish. I imagine it's going to be like minus 300 inside the distance. So maybe you could do like be very specific, like knockout, like Frank said. First round's probably plus 100. I don't know. Given his, or maybe minus 200.
Ryan Gandra by knockout is plus 100. I had that earlier. Him
by Gandra by knockout's plus 100.
Plus 100. Him by first round knockouts plus 215. So I just took him by knockout plus 100.
Yeah, I think by knockout.
You're giving me even money. You're giving me even money against Jose Medina. Yeah.
That's a good bet. I like that bet. I'm definitely gonna take that. I like that because I think he's gonna. I mean, hey, maybe we get another. What's the guy who won against the Cuban guy yesterday? I mean, not yesterday, the last fight card. Oh my God, what's his name? He was the biggest dog and won.
Oh, Devay. Yeah. Devay and Levitt, yeah.
It might be one of those again, but
no.
All right. I think this is a good fight. Right here.
It is.
This is actually Ailin Perez against Macy Chiasson. Look, I think Chiasson, to me, man, my tough thing is it's like she's like I don't know how to describe it. She doesn't feel. I feel like she's kind of like oh my God, it's another fight from the last fight card as well. She doesn't put it like super well together. She kind of is like she has her moments, but she kind of just like gets when she fights, she just stares at the girls and doesn't put enough action. Yeah. I think something because she's very physically gifted. The girl's 5'11", 72-inch reach. She's a lot bigger than a lot of these girls, but I feel like she doesn't properly use some of those things. I got Ailin Perez, if you can't already tell. I think she's gonna be able to have the physicality advantage and has a huge wrestling edge. So I think, like I said, I don't think Chiasson really manages range that well. So it's gonna be easier for Perez to get in close, put her on the cage, take it to the floor, and just wear her out. Either I think she could probably win the decision. That's probably where it's gonna go. But I could definitely see her getting a finish, but most likely probably straight to decision win. I think she's just gonna be too strong on top, and Macy Chiasson is not gonna be able to deal with the pressure. What do you think?
I thought Perez would open up as a much bigger favorite in this fight. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think Macy uses her advantages. Like you said, 5'11", 72-inch reach. This girl literally has the archetype to be one of the greatest UFC women's fighters ever, but she doesn't put it together. And her wrestling is absolutely zero. There's zero wrestling in her game. Like, yes, she has some submissions on her record, but I don't think she has any in the UFC if I'm not mistaken. But
She got 2 wins and then she lost her last 2.
she did have one sub in the UFC. Against, I don't even know who that is, to be honest with you.
Pansy Kane, she's not good.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is. Aline Perez, her wrestling, like you said, much better. I think she's just gonna hold her and take her down, and then she's gonna shake her ass after she wins, and then we're gonna see her again in about 7 more months. And then Strickland's gonna make another video about her, telling her that women's MMA sucks and all she does is sell her OnlyFans. And then the cycle's gonna continue, and then she's gonna get someone maybe in the top 5. She's gonna wrestle them, probably win and shake her ass again, and then we'll move on to something else in the bantamweight division. But Aline Perez at -1, what is she? -165? Yeah,
she's like -180 now, I think.
Yeah, I still like that. I think she should be at least -250. The only threat for Macy is really her striking, and I don't even think she's gonna have enough volume to get enough damage on Perez to get it there anyways. So yeah. I like Perez by decision. I don't really see a finish happening either way this fight goes. But -180, yeah. Oh my God, Chris Moutinho, Jesus Christ.
This is another fight that this is crazy, dude. This is crazy. But you start off, my man,
bro.
Huge favorite.
Quinones. What? How do you even say his name? Quinones.
Quinones. Yeah.
Yeah. He hasn't fought in like 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, and he's -650. It's like I think he's gonna win. But he's coming off of 2 losses. It's to Barcelos in 2024. He hasn't fought in 2 years, and he's -650. Like he's some goat in the division. Now, Chris Moutinho sucks. I think we all know that. Chris Moutinho is literally a punching bag.
Yeah,
but
he is.
He had a resurgence outside of the UFC, and they're like, "Oh, okay, let's get him back in here." And then he got put out by Wellmaker instantly. He's really just a fed to the wolves type of guy, and I think this will be his first fight in the UFC where he's not fed to a wolf, but he's still gonna lose. But -650 is ridiculous. I'm not touching this fight at all.
Yeah, this is crazy, man. I mean, I don't know what if you know the odds for between like knockout and like decision, but I mean, look, it's concerning that he hasn't fought in 2 years. That's a big deal, obviously. So you don't. He was supposed to fight Yanez, I think, but the fight got canceled. I don't remember if it was because of injury or anything like that. Style wise, from what I've seen, it's a terrible matchup for Moutinho. Moutinho is just a literal punching bag, like you said. He's just there to be hit. Quinones could definitely knock him out. He has the power.
Quinones is -125 by knockout. By knockout.
And then decisions, what, minus like
him by decisions +300.
Oh wow! Oh,
you mean go to the distance for him to win?
+300.
Go to the distance is +225, but Quinones by decision is +300.
Damn.
My brother, Moutinho's lines are knockout +1,000, sub +2,800, decision +1,200. Like they hate this guy. They are giving him zero chance to win.
I mean, it is hard. I just don't
it's
know
hard to.
Like,
it is
because like if like I'm forced to bet, like how am I not gonna bet Moutinho? Nah, if I was forced to bet, would I bet -650?
No, you can't. How can you?
Yeah, I feel like I have to bet Moutinho. Like, look, I'll say this, guys. There's a difference between bets and picks, right? Like,
do not bet on this fight.
Who I think, who I pick to win is Quinones, but who I would be if I had to bet value, where I think like maybe it's like Quinones is too big of a favorite, and I'd rather take a little bit of risk to bet on Moutinho. I don't just given the layoff, and I don't know how he's gonna come out. Look, Moutinho got absolutely knocked out ice cold against an insane power puncher. Quinones is not. he definitely hits hard and can finish him, but he's not like Wellmaker. Wellmaker's a one-shot quitter. Like, so, but before that, I mean, yeah, he had a pretty decent, like, run in this other fight league, right? So I can't, like, I wouldn't count him out that bad.
Go back to that. Go back to that. It said he beat a guy by retirement. Look at
Yeah, I saw that.
Look at that. Johnny Campbell, retirement fifth. Did he just round 2 ended and he's like, I'm done. He just hung up the gloves in the middle of the fight.
I don't know who the fuck this guy is, man.
Johnny Cupcakes Campbell retired after round 2, apparently. What the hell, man?
Damn, I don't know that. I mean, hey.
No, he fought after Moutinho.
I don't know. Maybe he just gave up. It was like he surrendered.
I guess. It's
kind of weird. Look, man, if I was forced to bet, I think I'd take a shot with Quinones. I mean, with Moutinho, but I think if Quinones comes like how he used to fight,
yeah, it shouldn't be close.
Moutinho, I think, but I don't know. That's a tough to do. All right, next fight on the card, we got Douglas Silva de Andrade against Javier Reyes, Brazil against Colombia. I don't know. I mean, look, man.
They both
Charles
suck.
Is very old. You guys like that? Yeah. The guy's 40 years old. I mean, this guy is the much younger fighter, 32 in his physical prime, probably. He definitely has a huge cardio advantage. I've seen the Diego Silva de Andrade gas out, into the second round. So unless Javier gets taken down and controlled and tapped out, I don't think Andrade, if he doesn't get a quick finish or really show control really early, that he's gonna be able to win against Javier Reyes. I think Javier Reyes is gonna have a little bit more power, have a little bit more athleticism, be a little bit quicker, and weaponize his cardio to beat de Andrade. But yeah, I mean, look, Javier Reyes is not like super proven or anything. I just from the small sample size I've seen him fight in the Contender Series, I just don't. I think he could be Andrade, but I think Andrade's been proven he's gotten some pretty decent wins with his grappling, but I can't bet on someone with at this age. But I think it's Reyes for me, but I don't like it.
If Andrade was even 3 years younger, 4 years younger, I think these odds would be completely flipped. But at the ripe age of almost 41, I'm not picking you over Reyes, even though Reyes, like, I completely agree with you, not very proven. We've seen one Contender Series fight, and to be honest, I wasn't that impressed. I'm surprised he got a UFC contract off of that win. But I can't really pick against it. So yeah, we're gonna go with Reyes. Like he beat Justice Torres by finish in the first round, but I don't think Justice Torres was really much of a competition for him at that point in his career. So yeah, we'll go Reyes, but once again, I don't think I'm betting on this fight. This one's actually interesting. This one,
you'll start us off. Who do you got?
Okay, so it was the original fight got canceled, and Amista was a bigger favorite against her original opponent. I think it was what's her name?
Sofia Montenegro.
Yes, Montenegro. That's who she was supposed to fight, and I don't even know how to say her last name. I'm gonna call her Amista. That's what I'm calling her.
Yeah,
I took her in that fight, but now that it's Regina Taran, I am taking Taran to win the fight, and she's like a plus 150 dog. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if the odds are there, but I saw it like plus 150, plus 160.
See, what's her name? It's hold on. Oh, she's like plus. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. She's like Tyrene is like plus 160 on some books, but there's not a lot of odds out there right now.
Nothing out yet. Yeah,
she looks like to be the plus one. Yeah, she's on, I guess, on DraftKings plus 150 right now. So if you're leading her, I mean, you get
I like her price.
Gain some plus money on it.
I think she's very dangerous. I mean, Amista's side, it's like she'll control the fight at distance and she'll probably win a decision. I think Regina Taran is much more aggressive and could actually find a finish. And if not, I still think she can outland her and outstrike her and win a decision. So I like her at the plus 160 price. and she's fighting in Mexico. You know, she took this on short notice, 2 days notice, pretty much. It's 3 days notice. Yesterday she took the fight, and a lot of times it's a bad thing, but a lot of times that's a good thing too, because her opponent was training for a much different fight. She wasn't training for someone who's very threatening on the feet, and now she is. So I like the underdog shot here, plus 150.
All right, yeah, no, look, man, I agree with you. I mean, I don't know too much about her. I was just gonna skip this fight. Like, I don't like betting replacement fights unless I really know a lot about the fighters.
Yep.
But I think at that price, and from the little information I read about her, she seems to be like a decent fighter. So I think it could be very 50-50. There's obviously a benefit that she's in Mexico. So it's not like she's a last replacement, fighter that had to travel all the way to Mexico. And she's fighting at home, man. I mean, she probably might have some, I don't know how far this row of Federal is, but if it's not too far, she might have some family there or friends there. Like, remember, this girl, Nessa's flying all the way from Lithuania to Mexico. So it's a big travel spot for her. I mean, I don't know how long she's been in to acclimatize herself, stuff like that. So, but yeah, man, I mean, I'll go with Tadin. We'll see if she gets the dub here.
Got to find some value somewhere, man. There's not much on this card. So when I see something like that, it's like, yeah, we'll take the dog shot.
Dude, another one it's insane, man. I mean, Francis Marshall against Eric Silva. Francis Marshall's minus 530. Like, how?
Look at him, dude.
Lines, bro. I mean, I guess I get it. They're
like, he should win the fight, but dude, he's not good. This is the thing it's just so annoying. It's like, I guarantee you,
it's another old dude.
One of these unks is gonna find a win. I'm telling you, at least one of them. At least one of them. Like, these should not be priced this crazy. It's like a boxing card, man. Like, I don't know. I pick Marshall to win. Because
I think Marshall's gonna win. I mean, he had a pretty tough fight against Myron Santos. I thought Myron Santos lost that fight, to be honest. But other than that, he had a decision win against Dennis.
He loves split decisions, man.
Yeah, he's not that great. I mean, he fought Isaac Dolgaren, got his ass beat.
Mm-hmm.
Lost to William Gomes, split decision. Gomes is not that bad of a fighter. I mean, it's not like this guy's been absolutely tearing it up. Even though I do think he beat Myron Santos, it was still
a little unlucky, but it was a close fight.
Close. I mean, it's not like he was dominating him and like he smoked him. Eric Silva. I mean, this guy's not good either. I mean, he had a leg injury against Muhammad Naimov. So I mean, how is his health really? I mean, the guy is old, 38 years old, got tapped up by TJ Brown. And then other than that, he hasn't really beaten anybody, right? He hasn't beat anyone in the UFC, at least. He got a win in the Contender Series through ground and pound. So, I mean,
the line makes sense, but it's just too
Francis
much.
Marshall probably will win. He'll probably take him down, be too athletic for him, be younger. But, man, it's more chalk. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's really unbettable. Like, there's a couple decent spots on this card. That is just not one of them. This fight's also interesting. I think it should be higher on the card.
Is the last one, man. And once you end it off, my man Wes Schultz against Damian Piñas. Who do you got?
Man, I've gone back and forth time and time again. On my Instagram, I gave out Schultz as my pick, but I haven't done my video predictions yet. That was just my photo. And the more I look at it, it's like, man, Damian is 8-1, and his only loss was a disqualification. And he finishes everybody. The only reason I took Schultz is I think his line was pretty good. He's like plus 210, and I think he's got a decent ground advantage. So if he gets it to the ground, I think he can find a finish. But outside of that, it's like,
oops, sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. I think Schultz could definitely get knocked out. It's like you're going two ways here. It's either he knocks him out or Schultz can control and wrestle him. And that's why I went him value-wise, because I think it's a little more 50-50 than plus 210. But prediction-wise, I'm going to go with what's his name? Is his nickname Baba Yaga? Okay.
Yeah, the Baba Yaga.
That's crazy. Prediction-wise, I'm going to go Damian. Like, he's finished everybody he's fought, and his loss was literally he was going to finish the guy. I went back and I was like, what is his one loss? And it's like like kick disqualification. I was like, okay. So yeah, this guy's just a monster. So yeah, prediction wise, I'm going Damian. I haven't locked in a bet yet. I probably will switch over to Damian, but I gave Wes Schultz as my underdog pick because I had to find at least one or two underdogs that I was confident in. And now that I have Turin, I don't really need Wes Schultz, so I might switch over to Damian's side on this one.
I like Damian. I think Wes Schultz, he relies a lot on the wrestling. And if he doesn't get it, I've seen him get tired. And Piñas, I think, has the athleticism and the capability to prevent the takedowns, or at least be physical enough to stop him and then keep Schultz off. I think if he does that, he's gonna finish Schultz like in the second, third round. I think the first round is gonna be close. Like Schultz might get a takedown. He might be able to, unless Schultz's wrestling is that much more superior and Damian struggles with that and gets tired. And then I can see maybe, Wes Schultz winning, but I don't, from at least the tape I've seen of Damian Piñas, the guy's a beast. So I think he's going to be able to use his physicality to ward off all the takedown attacks by Wes Schultz. So that's my opinion. So I'm with you, man. Damian Piñas, but I think inside the distance, that's how I bet it.
Yeah, I haven't seen, I'm not sure if that line just came out everywhere yet, but I want to see what Piñas by a finish is. By knockout's probably like somewhat plus money, maybe plus 130.
It's probably minus 110, I think.
You think it's that close?
I don't know. Usually, like when they have like these lines, like they're
let me
it's
check
so weird.
Let me check this out.
What do you guys use up there? Bet365?
Oh my god. I'm just looking at DraftKings for the lines right now. Yeah, knockout line is minus 160. So.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's what everyone thinks is gonna go to. Yeah, his basic match was better money line. He's minus 195 on FanDuel.
His round one is plus 120. That's not even worth it. Yeah, I mean his line isn't that chalked, so I think that's his money line's probably a better option.
Yeah, but all right, guys, that's the entire fight card for this one. UFC Mexico City, man. Hey, Frank, thank you so much for joining me. And before you have anything last to say,
there will be better cards in the future, fellas. We just got to get through these tough times. That's it. Better lines, better spots, better cards coming soon.
Yes, sir, man. To the next one, man. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.